Pendulum is not the best deck right now. Because Pendulum is the best deck of all time, baby! And best deck! Let's go!
What's up, guys? We're here with another deck profile. This week our tournament was our non-meta tournament, so we had a custom ban list. So let's figure out who you are and what you're playing.
I'm Roberto, you've probably seen my channel, you know, Sword Soul God, Tri-Brigade God, you know what it is. And we're gonna add something else onto the list. Can't tell by the mat. Lord
Can't see the mat yet, unfortunately. You'll see
Can't
it.
see the mat yet, but Lord and Savior, Trift Gaming.
Let's go!
We're here, we're playing Pendulum.
Best deck, let's go!
Deck, baby.
Alright, let's see this deck.
Alright, we're playing the 2 Joker and the 1 Pensork. Obviously Secret Rare first ed Bosch, max rarity only. Yeah, if you don't have this, get it now. Pin to the moon. Best deck, honestly. Searches everything in your deck. This card's broken, pops a double iris. Really good, really good. Searches this, so good. That's the Performance Power Engine. Then we're playing Honorary Magician, 3 Chronograph. This card's crazy. Summon Time Gazer. You pop with Wisdom Eye, summon Chronograph, summon your Pensork, pop again, search cards, broken, start linking off before you even Pendulum summon. It's disgusting. The card's always getting blown up. So glad he's back at 3, double iris. We always play triple. Best artwork, best card in the game. Searches a Pendulum Graph whenever he's destroyed. When he's on board, you can only use his effect going second, but you can make a Dark Mage Spellcaster do double battle damage. Really good. Part of the God opening hand. So other card, Triple Wisdom Eye. If you're an OG Pin Magician player, you know what this is. This card's so good. Best card in the game. Blow itself up in scale 1 from your deck. Can't be Ash, so you use this to turbo out whatever Magician you need, whether it's double iris or another one. This card's so good, so good. It has a monster effect on field. I don't know what it does. I never used it. It's only in scale. And then 3 of Best Girl, Harmonizing Magician. This card's so good. She's the best card in the game. Summon her, summon another one from the deck. She gets ashed every time, but it's okay because it doesn't matter because we play Hulk, so we're better. That's all it is. 2 Oath. Use this also with the Wisdom Eye to facilitate your combo and just plus with double iris. Get insane resources, and you can essentially like full combo and still end with cards in hand because of this and some other cards we're playing. For the one of playing 1 Dragon Pit. This card sucks. It's only good at removing back row, so it's only good if you lose a dice roll. If you lose a dice roll, you're losing the game. But that doesn't matter because it's all data. So Pin best deck, we win the match anyways. And we play the 1 Black Fang. This guy comes up sometimes. You can have somebody's attack and then summon a Dark Spellcaster from your grave when he's destroyed. So it's actually really good because sometimes if you like make a XYZ detach a material, you can scale this guy, have something's attack, summon that material back, and keep playing. It's pretty good sometimes. Really good. I think it's kind of underrated. I'd bump him up eventually if we can get a better list. Purple Poison pops a card. I can also give a Dark Spellcaster 12 on your attack, and then pop itself, so you can attack something, give the extra attack over something, and then pop another card. Pretty good for board removal going second. These are just hard breaks. You have to play them. Performer Pal, Celestial Magician. This card's really good. He's like Joker, but kind of slower during your end phase he searches. If you have another Pendulum on board, typically it's the only way you're really using him, or you're searching him off of Pensork. But other than that, he's just another Pendulum Magician name who's also Performance Pal, so you can search him off both. And he's just a high scale, really good. And then the one like hard brick Time Gazer. This card sucks. It can come up sometimes, but it'll protect your scales. Typically it doesn't, but this card sucks. You always draw this when you open the Chronograph, so you're always like, you know, it doesn't matter though. You draw it with the Chronograph, you still win because you're just better because Pin's the best deck. So
Pin best deck, let's go!
Yes, sir. And then we're playing 4 non-Pendulum monsters. Can you believe that? Non-Pendulum monsters in the Pendulum deck. We're playing 3 Baby. Harmonizing. This card's really good. You summon this off Hulk, you make Selene summons it back, you make Apollo, so you can't be nibbed, you haven't Pen summoned yet, so absolutely disgusting. And then the last one, you know, we always get the cheese out here. It's scythe, you know, obviously this disgusting build. You just turbo scythe and then next turn kill your opponent. You're playing pin graph control. They can't do anything about it. So that's it for the monsters. Pretty gas. It's a pendulum, so obviously it's just too good. Nobody can handle it unless you're playing shark control and you torrential me like 3 times in one turn. But we don't talk about that. And then we are playing for some spells. We were missing 3 cards and I couldn't find the allures in time, so we just played 3 Cyclone in the main. This was okay. It came up a couple of times where drawing it actually saved me. But other than that, I would probably take these out for like 2 allures and maybe a third this other card I'm about to show. But yeah, these would be allures, but it was fine. It did great. 2 desires. I might bump this up to 3 if I get my other 2 allures. But we only play 2 because we never draw into the second one, so we always banish it off of the first ones because we're just better. So we never desires into desires like people who play 3 because it's bad to play it at 3. 1 allure. I wish I had 2 more, but it was fine at 1. You don't really need to see it, but if you see it, it helps. Just go through your deck. 1 call by, and then we're playing triple Duelist Alliance. Yes, secret rare first ed. You know what it is. Best deck, prettiest deck. We have to have the secret rare first eds. We're not a bum playing commons or ultras. Secret rare first ed only. This card lets you search a card that has pendulum in the name, or a card that's pendulum in the name, or pendulum monster. Pendulum monster. So double iris is always treated as a pendulum dragon. So you can search him. You can search pen sork. So it's really good to search pen call. Any of your pendulum graphs. It's disgusting. Speaking of which, we play the 1 pen call, the 1 spell graph, and the 2 trap graphs. It only came up like 1 time where you can't target my monsters. Like if you have the imperm, I could just flip this on your turn and then you can't imperm my spellcasters. So this will come up sometimes. This one stops your opponent from targeting your spellcasters with spells. Really good. Play pin craft control. You essentially pop 1, send 1. It's just disgusting. If your opponent doesn't stop it when you activate it, then it's just free real estate. Especially if you like popping a purple poison or something. This card's so good. This card hard carries me all the time.
So it's the deck, it's not the player?
No, it's definitely the player, but you know, we're playing the best deck, so it also helps, you know, when you're playing the best deck. And then we got, you know, obviously our Lord and Savior, Field Center Zark. We got the Spell Graph token and the Trap Graph token. You know what it is. Best deck, best mat. And then to go with the Scythe engine, since you already saw it, we're playing the Wonder Magician. Wonder Magician, summon off Hulk, blow up Scythe, if you have to go that route. It only came up 1 time. I played against the Shark Control deck game 2. And it's essentially rank 4 turbo that sets torrential. And I was able to go through and have him imperm my Dagda and then still put up a Hulk, so that way I can Hulk effect, chain Dagda, set side, summon Wonder Magician pop side. So it was very good. And I never summoned this today, but this card's really great, especially in pendulums. Dawn Dragster. It definitely comes up a lot of the time, especially with being a negate. So if you're playing something that doesn't use your extra, you can just make this, get free negates. We're playing this because we're playing Spice in the side deck. That this card just absolutely makes this card bonkers. It's so free. Regekis your opponent's board. If it destroys a monster by battle, it burns for the original attack. So you can kill something and then burn over it. So you can have something with Black Fang, make this, attack over it, deal the damage. It's free. And then I'm playing the 1 Savage because you play Harmonizing, which turbos 8s. And then also because we like the cheese. It only ever came up once, but Scarlight, you know what it is. You know, waste my time and then I just burn you with the cheese, so it doesn't matter anyways. Because we're always winning because we're playing the best deck. We have every option in the book. But that's all the Synchro monsters we're playing. We're playing the 1 Dweller for bad decks that use their graveyard, like, I don't know, Eldritch or something. This card's so good though. Yeah, Witchcrafters too, because that deck apparently exists, like baby Sky Strikers or something. But yeah, make this guy. That guy lost a Wonder Magician beat down, so that's because, you know, Pin's the best deck, adapt to any situation. And we also played the Tornado Dragon. This is also part of the side package. You typically make this guy pop a double Iris, and then on your opponent's turn pop the Scythe. Really, really good. And also with the Wonder Magician, there's a lot of times where if your hand's good, you can set up a Hulk plus this. So you have 2 ways to pop it, and if they don't stop the Tornado Dragon, you can summon the Wonder Magician, pop up a card in your opponent's field, and then quick synchro in either Don Dragster or Boros Savage. So typically you're Selening into Apollosa, so you'll have a Link 3 for Boros Savage, which is really disgusting if you can summon this, or sometimes you can summon this and Raigeki their board on their turn. It never came up because every time I full comboed, everybody just scooped because they're terrified and had to go home and make sure their dog was okay because they just got beat up, you know. But it's okay. And then we're playing the one goat, Time Star. If I was playing Zark Turbo, this entire stack right here would just be Time Stars. This card's so good. Searches a Dark Spellcaster, searches, you know, Skullcrobat Joker, the goat who's at 2, please free him. It's unfair. Where's my monkey board? Unfair, Electromite, best deck. But anyways, Time Star Magician searches. Also, if you have a pin graph, you can save your pendulums in scale or on field from being destroyed by sending a spellcaster from your deck. So one thing you can do is like time graph, target one of your scales, target one of your opponent's monster, send any spellcaster you can send the Baby Harmonizing to save your scale, and then time graph didn't destroy 2 cards, so you get the additional send. So you can literally just send 2 off your opponent's field and get a extender engraved. It's pretty disgusting. And obviously the Dagda, this card's disgusting. Card needs to get banned. In real Yu-Gi-Oh! And in this one, non-meta. And then we played Double Hulk. This card's so good. Summons Baby Harmonizing, and then you link it to Selene. And then speaking of which, we're playing Double Selene. This card's so good. There was one time I summoned her against the Witchcrafter player, and she had like 10 counters, and it didn't matter, but she had 10 counters, which is cool. Typically, you do it on your turn, you have 3 counters. And then we played Apollosa, so this is part of the combo, and then since Access Code was banned in our non-meta tournament, I needed something to help me kill people. This card sucks. It's really hard to make in this deck. It only came up 1 time against the Altergeist player, and I made it twice. One of them was just a BM because we're playing the best deck, which was a board load. So if you see an Altergeist deck profile, and his name is Jeremy, just let him know that Boros Dragon is the best card in Pendulum, because you know, obviously it is, except for Joker or Electromite. But his card's crazy. And then to go with the side deck Spice. Side deck was pretty gas. I play this every time I play Pendulums. We play the Triple Secret MST. Yes, I know, you can calm down. The deck's pretty. You play this just because it's 1 card removal, so you're not like clogging up your hand. You can't play Twin Twister because you need all the hand advantage. You play the most broken card in Pendulum history, Performer Palace Eel. Nobody reads this card and they just turbo lose to it. I played a Geist player, he didn't read it. I played a Witchcrafter player, he didn't read it. Played the Shark Control player, they didn't read it. You literally just normal summon, target a back row, they can't respond to it, and they just can't activate it. Or you scale it, target a monster, negate its effects. It's literally Effect Veiler, and it's just, you can't activate back row. So like anti-spell, get out of here. You know, if you're gonna try to save it, if you try to save your order, yeah, get out of here, you suck, dude. If you're playing Eldritch, like this card, 1 card, auto, just FTK. Like normal summon, target conk, what are you gonna do? Summon a big guy? That's cool, you board load. And then obviously, yes, we're playing the 3 secret eccentrics. You know what it is, max rarity. They're not first ed, so don't roast me too hard. This card's really good. Pop, Spell and Trap pop, Monster Effect pop. It only came up 1 time where I actually had to scale this to pop my own double iris to get full combo. It was pretty disgusting, and you know, obviously you got the little flex on people too. Give this guy an OTS super, you'll bring back the Pendulum love. And then the ultimate sauce, we're playing the Triple Trap Eater, because you know everybody is a goon who plays anti-spell because they hate pendulums, they're just terrified of it. So I got anti-spelled 1 time, and I slapped this on the board, and then the guy started crying and left. His name is Joseph, he's playing Witchcrafters.
No crying.
His card's so good, dude. Especially like when I was in Spiral format, when Spiral was tier 0, you just summon this, you know, eat their anti-spell, and then you just normal summon any pendulum, and then he... Where is he? And then you turbo into this guy, and then you just start getting their board, and they just cry. This card's so good. That's literally all it is there for. Or you can just like, you know, do that, normal summon a pendulum, and then make Hulk, and then go into Selene, and essentially just like eat a trap, and then also make an Apollosa so they can't interrupt you. And then for any Sky Striker losers or any losers that like fusion summoning or anything, we hate that stuff around here. So we play 3 Spell Canceller. Never draw this card. If I would have saw this, Joseph would have cried and left immediately. you know, because we're Pendulum players, so we obviously play the best card in the game. He's a machine, but he should really be a spellcaster or something. He should be a Pendulum monster. This card's so good. It just turns off everybody's spells. So Sky Striker players beware. Pendulum players are gas and have 5 head IQ, so you just auto lose from the side deck.
All right. Well, I guess that's the deck profile. There's a lot of trash talk in that one for sure. All right. Do you have anyone to shout out or anything like that?
Shout out Evan for like hitting me with Torrential like 6 times in my first turn. It's kind of poggers. I hate that shark deck. And Daniel for being SEMO and drawing DM staples all the time. My only 2 losses were to a literal like anime character, and then Evan playing sharks. So,
Anime character Evan.
Yeah, which I can't swim, so you know sharks. That water deck just auto beat me anyway. So.
All right. Thanks for the deck profile.
Later.